Oh, I did want to get to this as well. You had Beto O'Rourke, who did get a little bit. There is such a thing as too crazy, even for Democrats these days. It's rare. It doesn't happen all that often, but when it does happen, it's pretty interesting. Beto O'Rourke, who has been comparing Trump to Nazi Germany and to Goebbels, was asked about this, and here's how Beto responded. Play 16, please.
Is that not going too far to make a comparison between the president of the United States and the Nazis?
Find me a better analogy of another leader of a Western democracy describing all people of one religion as inherently defective or disqualified or dangerous. And that's what the president has done.
But you understand the criticism when you make any comparisons to the Holocaust and the Nazis that, that is simply, at least most people say that is unacceptable.
It's the comparison of last resort, and that's where we are. And I don't mean the last resort politically or the last resort in terms of defeating the president in November, but the last resort for this country that is descending into an open racism and intolerance and violence led by the president. Now, whether he said whether it's what he said about Muslims or immigrants or the way he treats women of color in this country or the fact that he described Klansmen and neo-Nazis as very fine people.
He's just a liar. He's just living in some alternate reality. The president did not describe the people at the neo-Nazis at Charlottesville as very fine people. I've read the transcript dozens of times. He did not do it. The media keeps saying it because they want to talk about a big lie and a repetition of a big lie. That is a big lie. The media keeps saying something that is demonstrably false and untrue, and they know it's untrue, but they're so desperate to make this president beyond the pale. You cannot support him without being a bad person, that they'll just lie about stuff. They will just lie. That is a lie. What Beto O'Rourke just said is a lie. I think he knows that, but he doesn't care. Also, when he says describing people of one religion as dangerous or defective, when did the president do that? When did he describe people of one religion as dangerous or defective? He's never done that. This is always, Democrats complain about what Trump says, and then they always offer us up an interpretation of what Trump says instead of the actual words. If what the president says is so bad, why don't we just hear about what the president said? Why is it always the Democrat? So in other words, remember that BBC lady with Jordan Peterson? Well, what you're really saying, in other words, no. How about just what President Trump says?